Welcome back on your favorite YouTube channel streets. Apa tichikupa izvo zviri kuitika streets enyika yeZimbabwe kana kuti zvese zviri kuitika streets esocial media nguva nenguva. So kana uri munyowani on this YouTube channel, please support this channel nekusubscribe button, turn on the notification bell kuti patop post uzojambwa nezvezvipisa streets. So update ndana guys, update ya comrade Victor Matemadanda avo vakashayika tinoona kuti RRP toti kumhuri yekuvapa Matemadanda ngaichemene tariro inguva inenge yakwana, but ndine linked audio yandinayo guys iri kusirculata mastreets zviri kunzi ndimai Matemadanda vanga vachitaura pamusoro pemurume wavo. And so pa audio guys, there's no need for me kuti ndipinde ndidetails, langoti mungozvinzwira straight from the audio tisazowedzere kana kubvisa pane zvanga zvichitaurika pa audio guys. And then tirimwe kuti video ratembameliswa futa achitaura kushanda kwaaita naambassador Matemadanda achitaura kuti aiva vakashandana zvakanaka kwazvo. Ndo vamwe vanhu vakamira panguva yakazopinzwa President Emerson Mnangagwa pachigaro mazuva aya. I think tinongomaziva, there's no need for me to go back there and explain the story guys. So please let you watch this video until to the end, and then motitaurirawo zvamunenge manzwa kuti munozvionosiyezva zvichitaurika paaudio iri panapa iri kunzi ndimai Matemadanda vanga vachitaura pamusoro pemurume wavo guys. So let's do the right thing. Nikuona video risvika parinoperera. It's your boy, I'm out.
Vari kutaurawo munoveukama vari kumboitawo tsvakurudzo dzavo, munoziva panenge paitika zvakadai. Zveveukama vanoenda nerweseri vachimbotsvakurudzo kuti hama yedu chadyo hama yedu chii. Saka pane pari kubuda kunzi hanzi ivo vakuru venyika ava ndo vanenge vane zvavakaita muchikafu, nekuti ivo vanga vari kubasa kwavo
mukuru wenyika.
Hanzi ivo vakuru venyika ava ndo panenge vane zvavavaisira muchikafu, nekuti ivo vaMatemadanda vanga vari kubasa kwavo kuMozambique uku. Hanzi kwava kuchifonerwa kunzi uyai kune meeting hanzi yemaovheti kuPricked Farm.
Aiwa, meeting yanga isiri kuPricked Farm, meeting yanga iri kuHICC, unless kana muri kutondiudzawo kuti vakatomboita imwe meeting kuPricked Farm before vasati vaenda uko meeting yemaovheti. ndo zvinonga zvaakutoreva.
Ameno hatizozivi zvedu iswe tinenge tichizive zvedu, hatizozivi kuti mameeting acho ane achifamba sei. Saka koko kana ndipo panguva dzechikafu vanenge vane chikafu chavakapiwa here ndokudya. Hanzi ndofunga after 4 hours ndopa vakangotanga kuti mudumbu mangu
zvinotyisa zveshuwa kumwana. Apa mufunge vana Matemadanda nana comrade Mahiya ndo vanhu vakashanda 2015 vachiisa mukuru iyeyo, ndo vakashanda.
Aiwa, vakamira ndo vanhu vakamira ivavo
vakapinda muchitokisi vakazungwa vakadini zvese vachitambudzwa chaiko chaiko, wapedza futi uraya munhu akakubatsira.
kuti zvichoregai vakuru vachizoti hanzi ukarera imbwa nomukaka mangwana inofuma yokuruma. Ndo vakamira kuti vakuru avaende
vakarara mumazvitokisi vachisungwa kasingaperi namugabe, vapedza futi uraiwa futi nemunhu wakabatsira.
Ndo pari kunyanya kuzotibata ipapo kuti vakomana chavakanyatsokanganisa chii papo isu veukama ndo pari kuzonyanya kutirwadza kuti chavakatadza chii nekubasa rese ravakabata.
Asi vakanga vachisapota here zvemutemo zviri kuchinjwa zvana Cap 3 vaizvisapota here, because that is the only reason yavanogona kupfudzwa nayo, nekuti murume uyu ari kuuraya vanhu, haasi kumbotambisa kushaya kuti vanhu vanomusiya achiita zvinhu zvakadaro sei. Takarwa hondo isusu maikuru, we went to the war, but if these things are happening like this hazvichaite, hazvichabatsiri. Saka takarwire chiko tichingouraiwa.
Icho fellow Zimbabweans, it's with great sorrow that I really pass my condolences to the Matemadanda family for the passing away of now the late Comrade Victor Matemadanda. You cannot talk about the Restore Legacy, the Second Republic, without mentioning Comrade Victor Matemadanda. This was the executive which was chaired by Comrade Chris Mtrangwa. Secretary General was Comrade Matemadanda. Comrade Mahia was also part of it. You know, these were pillars of strength who were able to get the people's march. The people's march. What I'm trying to say to you, the Second Republic was never initiated by any security force. It was initiated by the War Veterans Association. Comrade Mtrangwa, Comrade Matemadanda, Comrade Mahia. They were the people in the forefront. I speak with authority because I was involved. I was a member of parliament who was independent, but they spoke to me to bring the opposition on board. The coming of people like Comrade the late Trangirai and many others was a result of them saying to me, can you play that mediation part, which I did play. A lot can be said, and it's important that history be known that these are 5-star generals. Okay, people talk about going to war. Chimurenga had no general. There was Tongo Gara with Zana. There was Nikita Mangena with Zipra. There was no other generals. They only became generals after the liberation. They were just ordinary people fighting the war. But Restore Legacy, you cannot miss out Victor Matemadanda. And it's important that while we are alive, we tell what it is. Not only that, in the 2008 election when there was a GNU, I first met Comrade Matemadanda when they approached me to continue working in Urungwe West, which had been lost to the opposition for the first time. I kept on working and I retained the seat in 2013. Whatever happened later on, but the work that they were doing on the ground with the likes of Jabulani Sibanda and so forth, it's a force. We must be able to talk about people who we know worked for this country and so forth, to be where it is. It's a shame today that Comrade Matemadanda is not with us. But what I advocate with the war veterans who at that time were united, I won the Norton seat because of the war veterans. Comrade Matemadanda, the entire executive decided at national level that we are going to support Temba. And this is the first seat that we are going to support an independent, to say we no longer want the leadership which was of the First Republic, the late Comrade Gabriel Mugabe. May soul rest in peace. They took that decision and now supported by the war veterans. First independent to be supported by the war veterans, we won that seat. And they said this is the seat which we want to show that the current president, Emmerson Mnangagwa, must be president because he is the next person who we believe can turn around this country. And indeed, happened to be that. The war veterans were instrumental. What is happening right now amongst them is a shame, because we must always, respect, and we must always appreciate what they did. Comrade Matemadanda, your book must be written on the part you played. Fearless, bold, was able to go on the ground, was able to do with issues. They were arrested with Comrade Mahia. I had to get them a lawyer. I had to get them a lawyer to be out. The system was arresting them left, right, and center. His farm was invaded. I had to get a lawyer to make sure that the people are off the farm and so forth. Comrade Mahia is there to tell you the history on how I was involved. When I talk about Restore Legacy and who was involved, I was in it. I was in it from the start to the end. I know it. And Comrade Matemadanda is one of the generals. Comrade Mahia is one of the generals. So is Comrade Mtrangwa in terms of Restore Legacy. We know what is happening, and the support that they had, the zeal and the fearless nature that they have reminded me that they truly had gone to the struggle to fight for this country so that we could be the Zimbabwe that they fought for. Shumba, go well. You'll be missed. My brother, you'll be missed. I'll come to Mozambique, we'll talk. And the last time I called you, you were in Tete, working for the country, saying kuti udze mkuru kuti cabinet ngaiti betsere mari kuti tipedze basa kunoko. He was so determined kupedza basa rangavapiwa nemkuru. And His Excellency, thank you very much for giving him this honor to be a national hero. He deserves to be a national hero. Go well, Shumba. Go well, Mkoma wangu. We will remain with that fight in us. We will never stop.